Just a little bit right there.
Hmm?
Just a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
The amount of hair on that is disgusting. Disgusting.
Not really. What kind of hair do you think it is?
You know what hair it is. It's a bunch of dog hair.
Yeah. Why is that disgusting? You pet dogs, but all of a sudden when it becomes disconnected from their body, it's disgusting.
I didn't say petting a dog was disgusting, but all the hair.
Why is it that hair
your
becomes gross once it's not connected to anything anymore?
I think
you know what I
hair
mean?
is still kind of a gross thing, actually, though. I see what you're getting at, but I think it's still kind of a gross.
Really? Then why are
Object.
people like seen as more beautiful when they have more hair?
Are they?
I don't know. Look at a guy that's like just got the horseshoe and then a guy with a nice hair.
The horseshoe?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You do like the old man horseshoe where they only have hair here.
Oh.
You never heard that called the horseshoe?
I've never heard that called the horseshoe, no.
Oh. The more you know.
Let's get into it.
Hello, welcome back to episode 36, right? Yeah, because 35 was the batting cages. Sorry about that. We had fun, but I did think that my swing was I thought I was gonna be happier with the way it looked.
Really?
I watched that video back. I was like,
Yeah, no, I kind of went how or looked as
well,
like
just
how I
like
was
based
feeling.
on how I thought I was gonna be bad going into it. Then I was like making good connection, and then I was like, oh, maybe it's not bad. And then I was just watching those little kids next to us that actually played baseball. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I was loving going through that edit. Just I wanted to just crop in on. I did it at one time. That wasn't even a kid. That was like a older dude that was just like with his.
Was it an older guy
or something? That one was the one I cut in on.
That makes me feel better.
But I think it was, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, that was funny because we'd just be like whiffing, and then in the background there are like these 12-year-olds just
dang.
like cranking it.
Yeah, that was fun though. Thanks for having us out, D-Bats. We'll have to come back.
Yeah, it was
I've had multiple people, like friends, message me and be like, we should go to that place. That looks sick.
Like after the pod or before the pod?
Yeah, like because they saw the video.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Get some nice flow going into D-Bats here soon from the Sorta
I
Brothers
think
pod.
so. Maybe we could get them to be a sponsor.
Yeah. I mean, it's a franchise, so it's not just that location. But
Speaking of sponsors, we never talked about the thing that reached out.
I know, yeah.
You know, chat about it.
We can, I guess, if we
We
want to
could-
do it on the pod.
We can leave it up to our listeners.
What? No. What?
No, I'm getting 2 no's.
We can, yeah, basically, if you're a company that's looking to maybe reach out to us, we're the hot topic right now. I mean, where messages are flowing in left and right. So,
Oh, basically just left. No, right now.
but we need you. Like, I mean, if you want to contact us because we're getting a lot of offers right now. We don't know what we're going to take. So,
Yeah, we'll try to scrub through all the messages and see what is
Like,
the best fit for
yeah.
our brand.
we might not get to everyone. So, be
Yeah.
patient.
So try to message soon so you're at the top of the list.
That's right. And multiple times.
Anyways, we haven't really talked in 2 weeks
Yeah.
because we didn't really do much talking at the batting cages.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like that's kind of how it goes. Kind of how it went with the golf ep as well.
Yeah.
But my 2 weeks, I guess, past 2 weeks, been okay. Here just recently, I was working out, and I told you a little about this, but I was working out, thought I like slipped a rib or something, got a poked rib, which was so odd because I was literally doing like split squats, so doesn't make any sense. I mean, I was holding weight,
Yeah.
but I guess it was just from that. But I was doing like some back stuff before that, specific exercise. So I don't know what it was from, but it was kind of interesting because shout out to my chiropractor. He's a legend. He like, I texted him like his personal phone number and was like, hey, like I'm about to go on like a little like lake trip for the weekend. And like, if this is a slipped rib, I want to see like get it adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
And he freaking let me come in like after hours, met at the office. And I guess it wasn't a slipped rib, but it was like the intercostal muscle between your ribs or something. He thinks I might have tore it. I don't know.
Never heard of it.
But dude, he gave me this like cream in this small container that I'm a little iffy. Like I'm a little hesitant to use it because
Tell you to do the old
no, he didn't
nose
tell me all
button
that.
hole.
But he just said like rub this on there, it'll soothe it. Like it's got like some essential oils in it. I'm getting the sense that he like made it himself, but I haven't heard anything about this cream like ever. And it's just in this little container. It's just this white cream, no branding, no nothing. Like,
what's the consistency like on that?
dude, I don't know. It's I'm a little hesitant to put it on my back, but I guess it couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Definitely could.
I'm like crazy allergic to it. I put it on.
Just leaves like a huge red patch where the cream was. Won't rub in.
Yeah, so
you could just like bottle like glue in a vial and just tell people like just sell it for tons of money.
What? No,
glue might be a bad one because they could feel it's sticky.
It would just harden up too. You know when it
like
hardens
sour
up on
cream
your skin?
and you just make it smell like essential oils and people are just rubbing it into their skin.
Oh, you just
Business
mean
idea.
they'd never know?
They'd never know. And then the placebo would kick in and they'd be like, yeah, it did help.
Yeah, Shark Tank. Sharks, today I'm coming to you with $1 billion idea. I'm seeking
$1 billion.
They're like $1 billion. I'm like, that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
I'm seeking $4 million for
off the top.
5%.
$4 million will
stake.
buy us all the sour cream.
And they're like, so what's your plan? I'm like, well, basically, can we bleep this on television? It's all fake. It's just sour cream. And then and then it like unbleeps, and I'm like, essential oils, all this stuff will like cure your
comes over yours, like pasted on.
It'll cure like anything you have going on, any rash. Yeah, and then that actually might go crazy. I think the sharks would bite.
Shark. Yeah, I think we got to stop saying the sharks would bite. Megan can determine whether the sharks are biting that day. Maybe we pitched to her.
Oh, Megan.
I'm the shark.
Megan is the shark.
Megan, would the sharks bite if I came in with that pitch?
Probably.
Yeah.
Sour cream.
We call it.
I don't know if you can say it
It's
cures
just sour-
rashes because that's like an obvious thing. It would have to be like it cures anxiety or something
placebo
like
cream.
something
Anxiety.
like-
Where are you rubbing the cream?
no, but like essential oils.
They're like, rub this on your skull. It'll cure
but
your
like
mental
essential
illness.
oils, like people will be
Put it in
like,
your
oh, this
ears.
helps calm you down.
No,
It needs to be something like
Rub
abstract.
it
so it
on
can
your
be more
upper lip,
placebo.
and you will smell it all day.
Yes. And it will calm you.
placebo cream. That's
Then
our
it's just
business idea.
Obviously, placebo.
But then we know.
No,
but then it won't work.
I'm not naming it
No.
placebo.
Maybe not placebo cream. Like goo.
No, not goo either.
I'm
These are
just
bad.
trying to think. No, this is kind of a pivot off that
Can't
idea.
believe it's not cream.
Yeah, I feel like, what is it?
Wait, that doesn't. I don't get. I don't get
Like,
that.
can't believe it's not butter.
Sweet cream instead of sour. We call it sweet cream.
That just
First
reminded me
sour,
of
then
sweet
they're sweet.
corn.
We call it sweet cream. It is like just, it can heal all cream, but it's just
Wait,
using
what? It
placebo.
can heal all cream?
It can heal anything.
It can
it's
heal
just
all
like,
cream.
Oh, I stubbed my toe. Put some sweet cream on it.
So really, the idea is if
oh,
you
I
if
I
you're-
have like an irregular heartbeat.
No, the idea
some
is
sweet
Wait, maybe
cream
we
on
don't claim that.
you said it cures
Diarrhea.
all
Put
creams.
some sweet cream in it.
Sweet cream. It's actually a cream. We make a cream that you put on other
On other
creams if that
creams.
cream isn't
No,
being a
you don't
good
want to
cream.
mix creams.
Yeah,
It's
you
not-
do that, and then it makes the other.
What do you
cream
mean
smell
no?
Good.
Sweet
we
cream.
don't care what they
We're
do with the
just
product. We
selling-
just want to buy. We just want them to buy it. We don't care what they do with the product. The whole purpose is okay. It cures all creams, and so if your cream isn't working, put this on your cream, and then your cream will work.
Don't put it on you. Oh, it fixes other creams?
Yes.
It makes them smell good.
Cream-aid.
Cremate. Cremate.
Cremation. I like sweet cream. It can heal anything,
Yeah,
but it doesn't heal anything. It just makes people think it is, and then they get healed because so much of
It's
all your
mental.
ailments is mental. I bet you could sell a cream like that
That's
would
our
literally
motto.
cure people's anxiety.
all
just
your
because
ailments are mental. That's our
gives-
motto.
If people thought a cream was doing something for them, it would make them less anxious.
Yeah.
The motto is it's all in your head.
Yeah.
No, our motto is just wake up.
Sweet cream.
Wake up.
It's just stop it.
Wake up. It's in your head.
Sweet cream.
Snap out of it.
Put it on everything.
Sweet cream. Snap it on and snap out of it.
Snap it on.
Slap it on and
Slap.
snap
There
out
we go.
of it.
There we go.
I think that's good. Sweet cream.
Good little product off the dome.
What if it was just never mind.
Just real quickly, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people do that right there. I
What's
can't
that?
stand it. I feel like it's like something where somebody would just obviously talk just so that people start to hear them say something, and then they'll say never mind, so then everybody wants to know what they said on purpose.
I wasn't doing that. You could ask me what I was going to say, and I don't even remember now because you just went on that ridiculous rant. I don't even remember what I was going to
So you
say.
were genuinely just like you stopped yourself mid sentence, genuinely.
Yeah, I think I was going to say something about breast milk, and then I was like, I don't feel like it.
That's crazy. I don't believe
Yeah, he
it.
was like, man, I don't
Yeah.
need to say that.
Yeah, I don't need to say the word breast, but now I've said it twice. So that sucks. But no, I was going to say, like, because when we had Evelyn, they're like, breast milk is liquid gold. You could literally put it on anything.
Oh, yeah, I
and
remember
it
you telling
helps.
me
So
that.
it's basically like sweet cream, but you just have to be able to produce it like crazy. We buy
Sweet cream is just
we,
breast milk.
business model. We go to the hospitals and we make all of the birthing mothers an offer. We say we will buy all of your formula if you give us all of your breast milk, and then that is what our sweet cream is. It's just
Yeah, it's just
breast milk from all over the tri-state.
It's not a bad idea.
Margins might be bad because I think formula is expensive. We'd be buying everyone formula, but
Is it expensive?
I think
Yeah, I mean, it's not cheap.
yeah.
Yeah, but like this company is going to the
That's
freaking
your
moon.
biggest pet peeve, though. If I was like, oh yeah, well, never mind.
It's one of my biggest. I'm not joking.
Really?
Yeah, because there's multiple. There's like a couple people that I'm thinking of specifically that do it like consistently, and I'll
Who's
just
that? Ethan.
immediately call them out. I'm not going to say names on here. It's not Ethan though. It's not
I'm
Ethan.
always willing to just throw Ethan under the bus. He doesn't listen anyways. You know what one of my biggest pet peeves has been recently?
Go.
When it's late at night and I'm watching TV, and for some reason it's now become a trend to put like doorbell sounds in commercials for things.
That's
Where,
just
like,
because you have disobedient dogs.
not disobedient, they're protective.
Disobedient. Most dogs,
You
they
can
hear the
train
We're
dogs
doorbell.
sitting
to
there
not bark.
quiet. We're sitting there quiet at night. Evelyn's asleep, and it's just like a stupid HVAC commercial or something. This guy has to go ring the doorbell on the house, and the dogs are like,
All right, let's be honest though. Megan
A
used to.
lot of dogs
Megan
freak out at
used
the
to
doorbell.
be. Megan used to be elite at training dogs,
Yeah,
and
but I
she
never had
doesn't
to
have as
train
much
her how
time
to-
anymore because you have a baby. That makes sense.
But
So
also,
Snickers
I've
was, like,
never trained them
always-
not to bark at the doorbell.
You can train a dog not to go
I know
crazy
you
at the
can,
doorbell.
but I have not done that.
I know.
Snickers was an outside dog.
So don't
I-
make a face when I say you can train them.
Any dog would
It's
be
too late.
easy to train if they were just oppressed their whole life and set outside.
Oppressed?
We've
Snickers was not
spoiled
oppressed.
these dogs. Yes, she was, dude.
No, she wasn't. It's a dog.
Snickers was allowed to come inside and lay by the back door.
It's not true, actually.
No carpet.
She eventually got
God
further.
forbid she ever touch a piece of furniture. These boys do
I literally
whatever
have a
they
picture.
want.
I literally have a picture of me and Snickers laying in the middle of the family room together.
And she
We're
got
towards the end of her
older.
life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
It was just
eventually
because
got-
we were trying to make her comfortable.
Yeah.
But
She was a dog. She was comfortable outside when she was younger.
remember when she got stuck under the deck that time?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. I was building my deck, so I was like all into researching how to do it and whatever. And it was just funny because I just bought all these power tools and I like ran home to grab a bunch because we couldn't find her and she was under there. And your dad had to cut up a huge chunk of the face of the deck and basically crane her out of there.
It was crazy.
That was pretty funny. Dude, what's this like gash on your leg here? I'm seeing.
Oh, maybe we should blur that for the video. Guys in Socks is gonna love that little extra content. Did I not tell you what that was?
I don't think so.
It's been when I had that CrossFit competition last weekend, and I don't know if you've ever done rope climbs.
Well, not
but-
like competitively.
So they weren't legless, so I used my legs, and you basically pinch the rope between your feet and then
Right.
pull up, and then when you slide down, it just like you get rope burns. So basically, the rope just burned the crap out of my leg, and
That's a rope burn? It looks
mhm.
like you hit something. That doesn't look like a burn. What the heck?
no, it was just like a burn, and then I have like since been to jiu-jitsu a few times, and it just gets banged and busts open. And the other day, I wrapped it. I put 2 Band-Aids on and then wrapped it in tape, and then I was like rolling with this guy, and I was playing guard, and I had my leg up by his face, and I looked, and it was bleeding through the tape and everything. I was like, "Oh, sorry, man." So I let go, and then the next time I put like a thick knee sleeve over it, but it's hard to get it to heal when it's constantly being banged into. But typically, I'll put a knee sleeve over that part of my leg because I know that's the part of my leg that's always against the rope that'll burn.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just like in the competition. I didn't think on the first rep, and I just climbed up and then like down, and then the skin was gone. And so I put the knee sleeve down every other time, but it still like made it worse. So
Gotcha. That does
Anywho.
not look fun.
No. A lot of people been commenting on it too, which is cool.
Which is cool.
Just like my mom's like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" And then the guy at the golf course is like, I tee off, and he's just like, "You know you're bleeding?" And I'm just like, "Oh no, I'm not bleeding. It's scabbed up." Like he's like disgusted by it. I'm just like,
You do well in that tournament, right? Or the little competition?
"Yeah, we won it," which is cool.
It's pretty sick.
You got to go get her. She woke up. All right.
Evelyn's just perched up.
But yeah, it was fun. Haven't done a competition in a little while, but the workouts were like some fun, some like kind of for like almost weirdly specialized like shorter people. Like
Yeah, isn't that like most CrossFit though?
yeah, but even some of the stuff that I'm like really like that I'm better at, like they have like a log. They had or like gymnastics I'm better at.
Yeah.
They didn't have any gymnastics like on the rig in the whole competition, which was kind of weird. One of the movements was this massive log that they had that was like this high off the ground, and you had to do 16
Oh,
over
I saw pictures
unders.
of that.
Dude, I looked like an idiot.
Really? I feel like
so everybody else was like, you know,
rolling
like
off of it.
belly rolling
Yeah.
over the thing. I just stepped over and then like was struggling to get under this thing.
Why
it
weren't
was
you
so
just like
low.
parallel, like pushing off of it? Like,
I would just step over and then was trying to like slide under, but I kept like hitting my back on the thing. Like even on all fours, I was too tall. So that was kind of whatever.
I want to see that if there's footage of that.
I don't think there is. You could have got footage, but you didn't come watch us. You were just like,
Yeah. What was I doing? Oh, I was
know.
at Make a Difference Day at our church,
oh, you were filming
making a difference
You weren't
in our
actually.
community.
You weren't actually making a difference.
Oh man, it's been a chill week. I think for both of us, though. I think the batting cage was fun, but it was more just like a little break of sitting in the chairs. Thought it was good.
Yeah.
Anything come to mind like About news, just like in general.
Well,
World news.
do we want to get political? Also, side note, I got to get a new phone soon. Since we last talked, I ran over this one with the golf cart.
That is tough.
So I was gonna get a new one, but I guess the new one comes out in like
September.
They announce it. Well, they announced the iPhone 16 in like September 9th or something. So that's
Yeah, it's
like
always like
a week and a half. So I'm like, I don't want to go buy the one when this one comes out in 2 weeks or whatever. How long do they come out after
I think on
it announces?
I think on release date you can pre-order them.
And then what, like a couple weeks?
I think so. Yeah, it's like a couple weeks or a month or something.
Did you hear? So speaking of world news, did you hear about the letter that Mark Zuckerberg sent?
No.
Oh, dude, it's messed up. We're gonna get political here, but who cares? This is our podcast.
Is Mark Zuckerberg political figure?
He's Facebook. He's the
yeah, I know.
CEO of
I know
Facebook.
he is, but all right, whatever.
No, he came out and I guess released.
Oh, he's talking about politics.
He released a letter that said that basically everyone's, to my understanding, basically saying that like what people had been suspicious of was true, and that like during COVID, the Biden administration like came down on them hard to like censor information on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. And so he's like, we should have. He was saying like they tried to push back and it wasn't met well by the administration. And so they like obviously complied, but then he's like, we could have done more and I regret that. So, but like certain stuff that they made them censor and do, and it's just crazy, dude.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I never know what to think about that because like I know like we've said a billion times, like, or at least speaking for me personally, I feel like I never have enough information to actually have like opinions on things, on those types of things. But it is like crazy because like even the other day, my buddy asked for, just like out of the blue, texted me and was like, hey, what's your address? And just with everything going on, like when I say everything going on, I just mean like, I don't know, like as years go on, I feel like there's just like more and more like people trying to like hack your stuff or like just different things. Even that made me like, all right, like I got to check if this is actually him.
Yeah.
But which is like normally I mean, I don't know, maybe that's not like out of like abnormal. I don't know. But like he like I messaged him and I was like what for? And he was like, dude, you wanted to give me your address? It's for blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, well here's my address. But I was like, and I was joking with him. I was like, I don't know. I thought you were about to get like, I thought maybe you were kidnapped and somebody was typing on your phone or something. But no, it's so weird because stuff like that is like, it's obviously, or I would think it's true, especially if Mark Zuckerberg's saying it, but who knows? I don't know. People can censor stuff all over the place, not just on Facebook.
Yeah, for sure. But when it comes to like how much that affected people's lives and stuff, and now they're basically coming out saying that they had an agenda behind it is super sus.
Yeah, that's just not good.
So good luck getting re-elected or elected for the first time. I don't know.
I don't know politics enough. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be curious.
The world's
Sometimes I
scary.
think when these debates happen, I'm like, they're going to say this and this is going to come up. And then like sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Like I would think that this would be a kind of a hot topic for the debate, but
Evelyn has entered the podcast.
oh, I don't know if I told you about this. Tell me if I was being kind of judgy thinking this is weird or if this is weird. So I pull into the parking lot when I go into the office the other day, and it's just a public parking lot downtown. And I pull in, I loop around, I'm backing into a spot. Well, this car comes and there's like spots you can pull through. So they kind of pull through and they're waiting for me to back in. So I back in, it's this guy and this girl. They just pull over and park over here. So I have to walk over here to pay for parking. And as I'm paying, I turn around. They had just gotten out of their car, like not paid for parking, but just parked there momentarily. And there was like a nice like BMW SUV that was not theirs. And they just got out of the car and like started doing like photo shoots on the BMW.
Where was this?
Downtown.
What the heck?
Like, look, they just parked right here and then got out, and she was like fixing his hair and stuff,
Leaning up against it and
leaning up
everything?
against it, touching it, like doing all this stuff. And it was definitely just somebody that was at work. I like tried to snap a couple pictures, but he would just like act like he was getting into it and then like lean up against it. And it was just like,
Also, what are we doing? Like, even if that is your car, dude, those photos aren't cool. Like,
yeah, but imagine how cool it'd be for somebody to think you have a BMW.
dude, like that's kind of crazy to me. That reminded me, I was out. We were just like at UDF like later the other day after like we were playing pickleball, and then a couple of my friends and I went to UDF. We like got ice cream, and one of my buddies has like this convertible. It's like an older convertible, and there was like 3 different people that like stopped and like were looking. It's like pretty small, so like leaning over, like you're practically in the vehicle kind of thing. And there was like 3 or 4 people like walking by, like snapping pictures, getting like way down, looking in it. I'm like, dude, like, not that like they can drive away or anything, but it's like, that's like kind of like getting almost, I'd feel like too close for me. Like, I guess it's the same if you have just like open doors on a Jeep or something, but like, they're like basically look like if you have anything in like an unlocked glove box, like that's free game.
I think it's kind of, people are just nosy and like sometimes just don't understand a boundary of like, this is yours and not mine.
Yeah, I guess.
And I don't know. I like being generous and like open with people and doing stuff, but like when something's mine, I want like, you know, don't act like
there's
it's
just a
yours
level
kind
of
thing.
respect.
I also think it's weird. Like a lot of people build houses in the neighborhood here, and they're nice houses, and people are always like, "Yeah, I walked through it the other day," and I'm like, I never do that. That's weird to me when it's like, I get that it's under construction and stuff, but like, this is
they
your
walk
house.
through it randomly.
Oh, it's framed up and whatever, and they just don't have windows on yet. And people in the neighborhood just walk in, walk through, look where the master's at, all that. I was golfing with the guy the other day, and he actually hadn't, because we were talking about a house that's going up, and he was like, "Yeah, I haven't had a chance to walk through it yet." And I was like, "Oh yeah, me either." But when my parents built their house, people would come in and be like, "Oh, I saw you were doing this in your master bedroom. Who'd you use to frame that up and whatever?" And they had just been in the house.
What the heck?
One
That's
time
so
they had
weird.
moved in. They had moved in the house, but and so the yard, was still being sodded and still looked under construction. But my parents lived there, and this old man and his dog, my mom's at home, and he just, the middle hallway there, he just walks in the garage door, starts walking through the house with his dog, and mom goes, "Hello, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, we're just checking things out." And she was like, "No, you're not. Like, we live here."
Heck?
He was like, "I just wanted to see the basement." And she's like, "This is our house. You just broke in."
What the heck? That's insane. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, people just think it's under construction. It's public domain or something.
Okay, wait. That's crazy though. That once he saw your mom, he actually was just like, "Oh, hold on one second." Like he wasn't like, "I'm gonna leave." Like, "Oh, this."
No, he
this
thought
isn't
like,
still under
"Oh, this
construction."
is your house. You're just here checking things out too. I'll just check." I guess they think like builders and contractors are there. What's the difference? But it's like they're doing something for us.
That's
not
crazy.
just walking their dog through. I don't know.
That's crazy.
People are nuts.
I met a girl the other day, and she has a young baby, like 3 months old or something. And she said the other day she had him in like a carrier, like on her chest. A lady she didn't know just came over, like leaned over in front of her, kissed him on the head. And just was like, "Such a cute baby."
Oh,
and
no.
she's like, and not only did she just kiss like my baby, and I don't know you, but like I was holding him, so you had to like come into my space, like right in my face, basically.
I would have like
my baby.
Weird.
jumped back with my baby.
That was like we had those friends tell us they saw this doorbell camera footage of this creepy guy that lives next to them, and they were like in an apartment, and he walked out as this mom and young daughter walked out, and so they're like going to the staircase, but the daughter was kind of in his way, so the mom was like, "Come here," and he got out of the way, and the guy just went and petted the top of her head as he walked by. How freaking creepy is that?
People are so weird, dude.
Serial killer stuff.
I
don't know.
Yeah. People are weird.
I think it's kind of weird, especially I don't know. I would feel so weird going up to somebody saying, "I saw you were doing this in your house." What's the?
No, yeah, that's super weird.
But
That's
everybody's nosy. I feel like. What'd you say? What? What's the story? What are you talking about? You're doing Justice's pet peeve.
You're doing my pet peeve.
Get your
No,
mic.
this is different. This isn't her. This isn't my pet
what
peeve.
story?
Okay, Megan doesn't. Okay, real quickly, Megan doesn't have her mic because she's holding Evelyn, so that's why you guys can't hear her. Second of all, that wasn't my pet peeve because technically she was saying never mind because she was actually stopping because of what we were talking about. It wasn't the same thing.
I know, but I'm curious what it was. Oh. Okay.
She's got to hold Evelyn.
She's gonna tell me later.
She's gonna tell me later. Hey, I just real quickly before we can get to know the bros, but I feel like your room's coming along here, Lego wise. I feel like the amount of boxes though that, or at least I don't think they're built that are like just around the house. I feel like it hasn't changed. Are you guys just getting more boxes
We haven't
of
bought
Legos, or are you not?
I bet
building?
we haven't bought Legos in a couple months.
So you're just not building?
We are building. Like that little guy right there is new.
This guy?
Yep, built that the other day. That up there, that's the big boy.
Oh dang! I just haven't looked around. Maybe is that?
I brought this guy down. He was in my office.
Is it the actual figure, the big figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw him. That's what sparked the question in my mind. I haven't seen him yet.
Yo. He was I built him a while ago. I think your parents bought him for me for Christmas or my birthday or something. But I built him a while ago and I just had him up on my desk and then I was like, I'll just bring him down with all the rest of his friends.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I think it just I'm
some of those
craving
boxes
for
are empty. Like that box is still out there, but I just need to.
I'm just craving for the shelves to be like full. Like I still see space and there's like more boxes. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be like there's a space there.
Well, I know, but it's like we also need
Behind
space
the
or else
pod,
what are
bro.
we going to do? We can't buy new Legos if it's totally full.
Well, you could like, yeah, but isn't the ultimate goal to fill it up?
Yeah, for sure. But that's not the goal, to fill it up. It will get full.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I was thinking about that too, though. Like when it gets like full, and we still want to maybe get some new sets. Do we start selling off some of the little ones, free up space? I just don't know that we want to get to I don't know if we want to get to the point again where it's like Legos everywhere, like Legos in here, Legos out there, Legos upstairs because we run out of room. We'll probably just be all the Legos in here. So whenever this gets full, we'll trade sets or do something.
Right. Yeah.
So they're fun. Like honestly, Lego hasn't been coming out with a ton the last couple months that we've been like, whoa. But so we've just been kind of building what we have. So we'll see.
Yeah. Should be cool. You need like I guess some more smaller ones for these back shelves.
Yeah, I was debating this last week. I was like, should I take my Xbox up to my office and then I can just, have my work here and turn around, play there at night or whatever. But I don't know. I kind of like playing down here.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think it depends on if we hit that 500 sub. If the pod keeps going into the next year, then versus if it doesn't, that'll probably be
like and subscribe.
Decision making for me. Yeah. Why don't we ever say that? That's all we want.
We're
We
just
never
too
ask
humble.
for it. Yeah. Or we're too proud.
We're proud.
We're like, you should do it without us asking.
True. They should.
All right. Who's got get to know the bros? Megan, you got a good one?
Megan does.
Let's go.
Yeah, me and Evelyn have it. We might have done a question like this though, so just tell me no if we did.
Okay.
But if you could just kind of instantly become an expert at something, what would it be?
I know why you're asking this.
What?
Megan doesn't know why.
Because didn't you say you were watching like a little game show where people came on and were experts
that
of
wasn't
things?
why. I just.
Oh.
That's a good question, though.
If you could instantly become an expert at anything, what would it be? Man, I feel like I got to think about this.
I think I know. And this is just right off the top of my head. I could probably think of a way better answer to like change the world, all that stuff. But just like
Space travel.
right off the dome. Yeah, like if I'm like saying like friggin' like I don't know. You could have multiple different
Tell us
things.
what yours is.
Anyway, I think I would be like an expert at just like understanding music and like music theory.
Whoa.
Just because being like just an expert in those different things and being like an insane musician, I feel like since I play the drums, I feel like I have a little bit of like musical talent, but then being an expert and like having like the genius of like music theory and that, I feel like that could be so cool. And obviously some people have both of those and that's why they're like amazing.
Yeah.
But I feel like that'd be something that just like expert. Oh no. She smiles.
Oh, I think I just coughed and it looked like I spit, but it was really like a drop of coffee that came off my mustache, I think.
A drop of coffee. Okay, what's your answer?
I don't know. Shoot. I don't know. There's a couple things that go through my head. I like drawing, so I'm like, if I had the time to draw and I had like studied all that and stuff, that's just so time consuming. I never do it anymore.
I feel like you're already pretty dang good at drawing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't do it enough to call myself an expert. But
What's like expert level versus like what you are? Like, what's the difference? I mean,
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, like, there's people that are definitely better than me. Drawing and art is such a weird subjective thing, though, because it's like you could say yours is better, but if you're, it depends on what scale you're basing it on. If it's hyper realism, then
It's like,
sure,
yeah.
maybe yours looks more realistic, but I could say that I'm doing a more artistic style in my drawing.
Everything's
so
art. What the frick?
Yeah, maybe like entrepreneurship. If I could become an expert, I feel like I always think about like business ideas, and oftentimes they're stupid. But I feel like sometimes I have ideas, like maybe wanting to start something, and I don't know where to begin. And so I think that would be cool to have ideas and actually know how to realize them.
I feel like entrepreneurship is also very like subjective to or like it depends on your perspective of things, because one entrepreneur is like just like all risk, and then that if that risk like rewards you, then it like rewards you, but then like another person would say like you're a horrible entrepreneur because you're like never like play kind of passive, you know what I mean? Like it's like different things.
Maybe I would do like gambling.
That actually is a good answer.
Go make bank.
No, that's a good answer, because there's actually there's people out there that are like banned from casinos and stuff because they're just like they always win.
Yeah, I did have a.
That's a good answer.
I did. I listen to like Dave Ramsey sometimes in those clips, and the guy called in the other day. I don't know if it was the other day. The video got popped up to me, and sometimes they were like 8 years ago. But this guy was like a lottery winner.
Yeah.
And so he won $1 million. They claim it's $1 million, but like in actuality, the pot was like, just over $750,000. So it was like 775,000. Then it got taxed down to like 560,000.
Gosh.
So I mean, he got $560,000 cash after taxes and everything, and he was broke. He lost it all.
Oh my.
He said he got addicted to gambling.
You got addicted to gambling? That's the worst.
And so he was like calling, they were saying he needed to get into like Gamblers Anonymous or whatever and do all this. But I was like, that's pretty brutal. He was just like so sad on the phone. He's like, yeah, lost it all. He said he had like $6,000 savings now.
Oh my gosh.
So that's tough.
At least I wanted him to at least just, he's like, yeah, I just have like a Corvette and stuff. Like,
well,
now.
like,
but no, he just has nothing to show for it.
He did do some good stuff. Like he had put some of it towards like some of his debt, but he still had a little debt. He like paid cash for some kind of car. I think
debt.
He paid cash for like some kind of car, But then, he
Yeah, it's tough.
he basically attributed all of the loss to
Gambling.
So, but he probably wasn't an expert. So
That's true.
If I was,
if you're an expert, you would have doubled that money.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's a good answer.
Well, episode 36.
See ya.